Oh, and then this is where, so I talked to Joe too about this, because this is, I told you guys when Joe got to, because now he swapped his class. He's now an aberrant mind sorcerer. And so getting to 18th level, I think he dipped in cleric or something, I don't remember. But basically he got access to the wish spell. And so he's like, Matt, I want to cast wish all 4 weeks of downtime, and like I want to use the omega like effects of wish, and not like I recast spell of 8th or lower. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'm like, write them out to me, let me know what the fuck you're doing.
Did he have to make rolls to see if he could keep doing it?
Yeah, because that's how wish works. If you're not replicating a spell of 8th level or lower, you roll I think it's like a 30% chance. And if you roll below 30, then you can't cast wish again. And on top of that, you take like the amount of like you lose your strength and all that shit.
Yeah, well, because you said like for 4 weeks, I'm like, that's a lot of casts of wish.
Yeah, he did it 4 times. And then the last time he managed to get the 30% and wasn't able to cast wish again. I was like, oh fuck.
It only took this long.
Yeah. But and the first one was that he wanted his whole character's thing was like, he thought that his patron, because Joe, remember, he was originally a shadow sorcerer, then he was a great one warlock, and then he's an aberrant mind sorcerer. And all the while he was doing the whole like, I'm not a cultist who wants punch, like handing out pamphlets and shit to like people and being like, praise this space god, it's great. And so throughout the campaign he kind of built up a following. And so his first wish was, yeah, I want my religion to be more influential and more powerful. And I was like, okay.
Oh no.
That's a pretty Shadley move.
Oh yeah. I forgot exactly what it did. But basically he was like getting contacted from people being like, yeah, we set up a church over here. We set up a church over here, all this stuff. And he's like, I'm basically like, aberrant mind pope. This is great.
Aberrant mind pope.
And then his second wish for the next week was like, he thought that his, the great old one was like trapped or whatever in space. So he's like, hey man, I just want to bring my patron to the planet now. I want to free him from space. I want to bring him here.
Why is that the conclusion he came to, that he was trapped in space? What?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I talked to him and I basically like, instead of like, basically doing that, I had to explain to him like, hey, so a couple things.
He's not trapped in space. He's from space, you dingus.
He's from space. He's a great old one. He's an eldritch abomination, a greater elder evil. He's so smart and powerful that he doesn't have time to like pay attention and focus on things for too long. So like, and that's a lot of the deal with great old ones, is that they're omnipresent and all that shit. They can't focus. They can't focus their minds on anything, which is why they don't really do anything crazy besides through followers, and they give their followers like glimpses of power here and there.
I kind of love the idea of a great old one doing the let me in.
Yeah.
I like that your explanation is motherfucker just too damn busy for you to be summoning him.
Kind of.
I mean, I guess.
Like that's literally in like the not only the great old one warlock, that's their whole like their text. It's even in Mordenkainen's Telephone when you talk about elder evils and shit. And it's like, yeah, these great elder Cthulhu abominations are out there. They just can't fucking focus on anything for too long.
They just all have really bad ADHD.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they can't focus. They fucking, otherwise the universe would get fucked.
I would love to know Lovecraft's opinion on that interpretation, but okay, sure.
Again, this is like my hodgepodge Spark Notes version of what I've read.
Right, yeah, I
so,
get it. But I just
take it with a grain of salt.
I just would like love to like, is that the reason Cthulhu doesn't destroy the planet? He's just got real bad ADHD.
Oh,
I hope so.
I like that idea.
But then after that, realizing that he's like, oh, okay, so my patron's not trapped or whatever. But I told him, like, basically the way you would be able to summon him, or I guess would be like, there's the gate spell. You can bring like a part of his essence there, but like not fully. And he's like, okay. And then he's like, wait a minute. So I know now this guy, he's an elder evil, all the shit. He can't pay attention for too long. Did I start a cult?
Yes.
To which he in character finally realizes like, oh no, I've been doing evil this whole time.
Wait, you're telling me he literally had a moment where he went, are we the baddies?
Yeah.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
My brother in Christ.
Out of character, Joe knew what he was doing. He was like playing around and fucking with the other players.
That's great.
In character, his character fully believed that his elder abomination space god was a good guy.
Wasn't evil?
Wasn't evil. And bestowed upon him magical powers like a cleric.
Oh my God, that's great. I love the idea of just some warlock being like, what do you mean Asmodeus is a bad guy? He gave me powers. He seems pretty cool, guys. I think he's a nice dude. What do you mean?
Looks at Will. He let me summon hell beasts that fed children.
Exactly.
Like, wait, what?
I don't see what the problem here is. Mazora's got nice titties.
Yeah.
She can't be evil with them titties.
It's like, nice firebolt, loser. Have you heard of Eldritch Blast?
Oh, fuck.
So coming to the realization, his character's like, oh no, I've done bad. How can I solve this? And then for some reason, he remembered that the drow got, and I basically told like the players, because they were like, during the 4 weeks as well, they were like, oh, let's check on the Underdark. Let's see what's going on down there. And it's just chaos. I was like, yeah, probably because of you guys defeated like an aspect
Everything's
of Lolth,
on fire.
Yeah, the whole city's on fire. Lolth has, the drow have lost their connection to Lolth. And, you know, and he's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, remember how your religion is really big? Well, they had a lot of like mind flayers down there that were like, part of said religion. And now there's way more of them. He's like, oh, oops.
What have I done?
He's like, can I wish for the drow to regain their connection to Lolth?
No.
And I was like, you know what? Sure, we'll. Sure.
See, Matt, you say Lolth. I can't help but think, not Lolth, but love Lolth.
Oh yeah,
love Mr. Spiders and Lolth. Big fan. Crikey, mate.
But yeah. And then we both forgot what his last wish was.
Fuck.
I think it was for like a magic item or something. I don't remember.
Probably.
And he doesn't remember either. Yeah. And then he lost wish. So that was fun. That was fun.
I really can't get over. I'm gonna summon Cthulhu to Earth. Why? I don't know. He seems like he's having a bad time up there in space. My brother in Christ, he lives in space.
I think he wanted to bring his god to help fight Dragon God. He's like, let two kaijus duel. Let them fight.
Let them fight.
I mean, he's on to something there. It's not a terrible idea.